With greetings, students of third year, I proceed the discussion on the Merchant of Venice, various important points, plot construction, theme, characterization, and so many other aspects. And we have deeper connotation. See, have a look. This is, Jessica and Shylock. So here through this picture, I just want to highlight the point that still, see, it is a stage performance, and there are very important theater unit even at present. I mean 20th and 21st century. So here, see, like three important, and I mean so many important theater unit, and we have Shakespearean drama companies, and they have been making strenuous endeavors to perform on the stage. So this is a stage performance, and now we have Royal Shakespeare Company students. Mind you that this is very significant idea regarding this. So we have National Theatre also and English Theatre. Now see, Shakespearean Drama Company, I mean this is Royal Shakespeare Company. It has been performing on the stage, I mean different part of the world, and they always receive a remarkable praise and nice applause because of the effective performance. So we have National Theatre also. Now again, the point is that when we talk about the unity of action, this is what exactly all these drama companies. Now what is the purpose of these famous Royal Shakespeare Company or National Theatre or English Theatre, and even Globe Theatre? We have been discussing all these important aspects. I mean the purpose is to highlight the worldly wisdom, to highlight the theatrical skills and how they are very relevant even today. So see, they even these stage performances even in 20th and 21st century. So this is the point I want to focus. So for your better understanding and for your knowledge, it is a must to know. And see that when we talk about these famous Royal Shakespeare Company, now see the different themes we have. Now you must always constantly think of your examination, obviously, and also for your say better knowledge. So I mean from this point of view also, and from all the dimensions and connotations, see the theme of goodness, it has been highlighted. Now when we switch over from act second to act 3 and 4 and 5, now this theme of goodness, it has been highlighted throughout. So the now how, now see, let us have some innovative way of studying this famous romantic comedy. Now what is, I mean obviously we would say we would start, see this is act third, and how many scenes are there in act third? Yes, this is first to 5 act, and we have development of thought, and yeah, I mean development of, when we talk about plot construction, a theme, and throughout we have been discussing this. But see, when I talk about the innovative and different way of studying for your better understanding, see, instead of, see, there are 5 scenes and we would discuss in much detail, and so, but very interesting way of starting this act 1. Instead of scene 1, we must focus scene 4 because it is as good as beginning. Yes. And what is the reason behind it? We come to know about the character of Porsche. Yes. And second, the theme of goodness. See, here utterance of Lorenzo is very important. When he talks Lorenzo, and this scene it takes place a room in Porsche, and we will discuss all the important events. But my purpose is that when you discuss the character of Portia, this scene as if it is the beginning, and let us have some different way of studying. We will also discuss act thirds, all important scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, madam, although I speak it is your, yes, presence, and they have noble and true conceit of god-like amity. I mean, this is the crux of entire famous romantic comedy, because god-like amity, I mean, this is the extreme extent of being goodness. Shakespeare wants to encapsulate certain important dimensions of human life, and through this dialogue we come to know that Portia, her nobility, and here, yeah, the context is that she wants to help Antonio when he is in problem, and when he has been facing problem, and his predicament and plight that we would discuss in much detail. But the point is that in act third and scene 4, the hearing that absence of your lord, I mean, all the time she has this passion to help good people, and when she, with full confidence and full, as if the women of substance with balance of mind, she has decided to go to Venice, and with her remarkable wit and repartee, wisdom, she would perform there as one of the most brilliant heroines of Shakespeare. So this is the point here I would like to highlight, and we will discuss. And Portia, her utterance is also very important. When she says that companion, it does not mean, students, this is, as I told you, that this is one of the most important dialogues in entire romantic comedy. So see, it is as good as beginning of the drama, and especially the act 3. So therefore, when she foreign companions, means companions, they are just for, not for passing time only. They are not confined to merrymaking only. Souls should be united. Yes, yoke of law means united with love, and you must have purity of heart. When she talks about, I mean, same, similar character, lineaments here, similar characteristic features and conduct and manners and spirit. So this is, I think, one of the most significant dialogue. So, and the bosom love of my lord, I mean, if Antonio, Bassanio's friend, so she thinks that it is her pious duty even to help Antonio. I mean, see the jest in her, the remarkable spirit she has to help other, and that's why we have these character when we talk about theme of goodness and see the character of Portia. Now, what are characteristic features of Portia that we would discuss? Yes, these are certain. Students, you can have look of all this: her wisdom, nobility, honesty, loyalty, generosity, amity, friendship, and love. Yes, and yes, leadership qualities she has, and all the time as if she is in masterly position, with full confidence, and with as if she is an emblem of women empowerment, as I discussed this point earlier also. So women of substance, and her brilliance, and the balance of mind, the sense of humor, yes, she has this also. And spirituality, yes, spirituality, when she would impart this information to Lorenzo that she is going to, actually she is going to Venice to help Antonio, but at that time she wants to conceal this, and that's why she is going for some time of quality time of contemplation, prayers. I mean, this is her special bent of mind. She could have said any other reason, but especially she prefers to give this reason spirituality and practical approach also. I mean, she takes decision making power, that she thinks that no, she must move to Venice and all that. So I mean, now we would come to act third. So instead of say directly starting this, I mean, this is also another nice way for your better understanding. Now in act C, see, then we have you can also study from the point of view of plot construction and say the theme and all that. And yes, and comical effect also. Now Shakespeare's informative technique is very important. Now what are these important? This is the act 3. We have 1 to 5 scenes, and in C, especially in first scene, what kind of technique Shakespeare he has used? Yes, this is called informatory technique. Now what is this? Through conversation. Conversation takes place between Selenio and Celerino. Okay, fine. And through this say conversation, we come to know, as you know, he's in this, act begins with what news on the Rialto. So we come to know about Antonio's loss. Yes, misfortune. This is very, very important development. Fine. So first of all, two informations we have. So first, Antonio's loss and bankruptcy, and Shylock's plight. I mean, he's absolutely upset, and because and yeah, and he he has decided to take revenge upon Antonio because of Jessica's elopement. So these two, I mean, he has lost mental balance and he has become psychic and like this. This is what he has pointed out. And now see, the in this particular scene, we also come to know that Shylock also, at that time, he all the time he is abusing Christians and Antonio. And see his attitude when he has come to know about Antonio's bankruptcy, he became jubilant. So this is what exactly Shakespeare wants to highlight, that if somebody is happy in others' misfortune, this is really discarded. You must have empathy, sympathy for others, and otherwise he will have to face misfortune. He will be punished for that. You must have fellow feelings for other. So in particular in this scene, act third and scene, I mean, this is important from these development of, and then we have Shylock's predicament is also highlighted. I mean, yes, Shylock's predicament and plight. And what's that? And we also come to know about that he's so cruel and he's so inhumane. So his character is highlighted in this. Okay, so this is, and we have discussion on execution of bond also. See here, you can have look of this when Shylock news among the merchants, and they have been discussing this. Now see, there are certain important words here you must have idea about. For instance, this is the word Rialto. Now what is the meaning of word Rialto? See, here it is the name of stock exchange in Venice. Fine. And this is, I mean, ancient Venice, and the exchange, this is erected on the island of the Grand Canal. So this is the word, actually these words, they are related to commerce and say business purpose. And as the title itself is suggestive, merchant of Venice. I mean, so that mercantile language we have. And now if we want to have deeper understanding about this word, so say this original name was Rialto, and that is the high bank of shore. Okay, so this is the meaning, and at least you should have idea about such important meanings. And see, the another word is rilevato. This is the elevated margin. It is, I mean, a bank of river, particularly erected on that place. So this is on the island of this particularly Grand Canal is the name, original name, stock exchange. So, several times they have used this word, and even, Selenio, he has also used the real time, stock exchange, what is going on. And then we come to know about Antonio's loss of ships. So this stock exchange it is overcrowded place at the center of commerce and business in Venice. And see, another word, is Goodwins, the name of saints. And this very dangerous place. So idea underlying is that, Antonio's ships, they might have been wrecked over there. Where? In Goodwin, in these signs. So, there are certain words you would be keen to know what is the meaning of that. And it is very interesting to know certain Shakespearean, in Shakespearean language, and certain typical kind of words that have been used. Now, see, in this act, first and second, we have another point that here, yes. Yeah, we come to know about Shylock's malicious intention, his sarcastic comment on Antonio. See, he points out Christian courtesy. He is jealous of him, and just because he is noble. See, and that's why, here Shakespeare, he has again focused the, negativity and the villain, and which is absolutely discarded. And see, the point of poetic justice is very important. If he's like this, I am a Jew, repeatedly he points out this, and then, yes, so focusing on the theme, very, very important theme, which is this, yes, this is the issue, Jews and Christians. And see, this theme is always overpowering. Which theme? Goodness. Because Shakespeare's purpose of writing romantic comedies and other dramas, that we have, second theme is worldly wisdom. Malicious people with revengeful intention, they generally lose their mental balance. And exactly it happens with Shylock. Have you noticed? See, his comments, sometimes he is making comment. See here in these dialogues, sometimes he talks about Antonio's loss, and immediately he's switching over to Jessica's. Oh, he's so upset. He has become in a way psychic. So first scene, it is important from the development of plot also. We have say plot construction, and see, then now I would like to focus another theme here. And what is that? Yes, this is, yes, you can have a look and you would have better idea point wise, so that this will be for your better understanding. First scene, informatory technique. Two important informations: Antonio's bankruptcy, Shylock's, he has become psychic. Okay, fine. Is that clear? Then Shylock's predicament. We come to know that because of because of his daughter, she has eloped with the Christian. Another reason that she has taken away all the money also. So this is, he's very miser, very money minded, such kind of person. So this is, he has in a way, he has been ruined totally. And then now discussion on the execution of bond is another important point. Is that clear, students? So execution of bond, that is legal document. Then we have, yes, this is what exactly we have been discussing, the theme of enmity. But which theme always it is overpowering? Yes, you should always remember the theme of goodness, righteousness, and the characteristic features, especially. And now focusing on when we talk about important development. Now a servant, he comes, comes to inform them that Antonio, he wants to speak at that time. So this is very, very important information. And through this information, we come to know that how, all these characters, they have developed a sort of bondings with each other. And when Antonio, he has been facing the problem, and how other characters, they are deeply concerned like Celerino, but at the same time, Shylock, the villain, he has become jubilant. So this is what exactly Shakespeare in this through this he wants to highlight. Now, when we talk about Christian courtesy, why he has used the word see Christian courtesy? So this is sort of satire and very important that and now another important character we come to know. Yes, Antonio. He is very noble hearted and he never takes interest. So, see the words, some words, for instance, see another word here, gratis, interest. These are other words, first try to understand these words and then it will be easier for you to understand. Then here, flat also. This is, sound bad, which is, his ships. Actually, his ships, they are wrecked where in the shallow water. This is simple meaning. If you understand the such important words, you will have a better understanding. Your concept will be clear. And then we have carcasses is used for the ruinage, and all these words especially. And we the words that the Salerino, Shylock, they have been using. The mart is again business exchange. So particularly all these words, they are related to commercialization. Commerce and mercantile. So these are certain words and penalty of bond. Now his bond, and when he, Shylock, he has come to know about Antonio's bankruptcy. See, he at that time he has decided to take revenge upon him. So this is what exactly execution of bond is very, very important. Okay. See his words. His words are very important when he talks about that no. See that no, I will take revenge upon him. And then we proceed towards the other important parts. For instance, new character. Now Tubal is another Jew, only Jew rather, and is Shylock's friend, and he has come with important information. And what is that? Yes, Shylock's daughter, she has been seen in Genoa. This is the place, and she was enjoying there and spending money lavishly. And at that time, again, Shylock he has become so upset that his daughter, she is spending money lavishly. And then we also come to know about Antonio's loss in the final part of this, and concluding part of this scene, first scene. And due to malice and negativity in him, he has lost his mental balance. Okay, so this is the point Shakespeare wants to highlight. And he has also talked about synagogue. Now what is the meaning of this synagogue? It is Jewish congregation or the meeting place. So now they are going to meet now we will come to this is the best way for you to understand the development of now scene second. So many important points. Now we would all the time we will not say focus this is Bond story or this is Cask. This is this must be important. But merging yesterday, in the last turn I told you the merging of one plot with another is very prominent here. So now what is the important development here? Yes, in the sect, Bassanio, he has come to make choice. So Bassanio's arrival in Belmont is important development. And this act third and scene second, it begins with Portia's advice. And what is Portia's advice here? Yes, she asks Bassanio to be careful and thoughtful before, because now we have relationships also. First point is that characterization. Another point is that relationship between two characters and among several characters. So here we have this scene is important from the point of view of Bassanio Portia relationship and intensity of love between the two. And what is the reason that she gives the advice to Bassanio? Because Bassanio, yes, he would make right choice. So, Portia's father and his foresightedness is also important. And this scene, in which we have Bassanio when he makes choice. See, Bassanio, he makes the choice of casket. And the inscriptions, particularly inscriptions we have, are very important, in which we see here, you can have better understanding through these points, several points. We have, when Bassanio, he talks about metaphor of fighting. He's making choice. It is, yes, fighting in war, fully prepared with mental balance. And I mean, such kind of metaphors, they are very interesting in Shakespearean dramas. So when with the inscription, now how many caskets are there, students? You maybe put up this question in examination. The casket we have now, Bassanio, I mean, two caskets. Prince of Morocco, he has made wrong selection, yes, gold. Prince of Aragon, silver, that was also wrong. Now come to the point, very, very important point. And what is that? Yes, Bassanio, he is going to make right choice. See, you maybe put up this question. I mean, when you have to dramatic significance of casket story here. Now, when Bassanio, he makes choice. See, the comment Portia makes is very, very important. Okay, fine. And we have, romantic setting, music. Yes, important. This is one of the important themes in music and the romantic setting also, and all this. And then, Bassanio's, when he makes right selections, here comes very important dialogue. Students, mind you, you must be very, very, particular about these utterances and dialogue. And Portia, her comment is very important. She points out that, yes, I'm logged it in one of them. Okay, so this is, if you do love me, you will find me. I mean, in this casket story, what happens? Portia's portrait is lying there in the right casket, which is, yes, audience and readers, they have better understanding about it. What is that? Let. Yes, and Bassanio, at the time, songs and this importance of songs and music, it gives remarkable impact on human psyche, emotions. It intensifies your, say, emotions of goodness, love, harmony, human relationships, harmonious relationship. So I mean, importance of song in Shakespearean romantic comedy is also very important point. And Bassanio's, his comment on inscription, when he makes comment, it is, as I have pointed out, I discussed that he is, we have metaphor of fighting in war and all. I mean, this isn't much detail, but the idea underlying is that we must focus on his successful lover. Now he has made right choice. So this scene is very, very important from the point of view of the intensity of emotion between Bassanio and Portia. I mean, here, another important relationship. Yes, Gratiano and Nerissa. And see, when Bassanio, he makes right choice. See, this is very important. What find here? Yes. And again, when we talk about Portia's character, this is very, very important line when you write an examination. Fair Portia's counterfeit demigod. I mean, several times Shakespeare, he has used the word God for her, appearance, her wisdom. And see, this is because of good qualities in her. So this is again important from the point of view of Portia's character. And now the final part in this scene, that concluding part, that we come to know about these two characters. But see, another important development, students, I would like to just have a look, because time constraint, but it is very important to you that you should know that. And now a letter, written by Antonio for Bassanio when he has made right choice. Okay, fine. Is that clear? And now, but just after that, what happened? Bassanio, he has received a letter by Antonio, and Salieri, he brought this letter. So another important information about the loss and bankruptcy. Is that clear? Then we have Bassanio's distress due to penalty of bond, Portia's, and now the point is that all of a sudden, Bassanio, he has become so upset when he reads the letter. And here is the point Shakespeare wants to highlight. I commenced today's, address with that point. Yes. What is that? Portia's generosity. She offers, first of all, money to Bassanio so that he can help his friend. And, and later on, she has decided, she has this kind of spirit to help others, especially Antonio and Bassanio in this context. And the another very very important development of plot is marriage ceremony takes place here, and because another important mingling of tragic comic elements, we readers would be prepared for certain other scenes and events. So this is the remarkable comic impact and mingling of tragic comic aspect in this peculiar Shakespearean romantic comedy. And, so to give some kind of solace to her. So this is, then we will discuss in detail. Okay, fine.